What up? What up? What up?
He's so terrible.
I'm getting better, man.
Who asked you to do this ever?
Martin Lawrence personally.
He would never. He would never.
Gina and Pam co-signed on
Absolutely not.
it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Cultivated Ignorance. I am Will, the host.
I am Mike, the favorite host. Ooh, that was better than anything you could have did just there.
Oh man. Yeah, we're back. Got a new president.
We do somehow, some way. We did it. I think. You said, "Damn!"
Damn, they got my boy up out of there.
All the way up out of there, baby. He didn't come to that. He was so salty.
Yeah, man. It was. I mean, some of us were crying yesterday. Y'all might have been happy, but
some of us, you mean yourself.
Yeah, man, we got a dope show lined up for y'all. We're gonna be talking a little bit about the inauguration. What y'all thought of it? Biden's first couple days so far. And how about Michelle Obama slaying in that fit?
Listen, I had looking like homie old girl from Regina King from Watchmen. She killed that outfit.
Yeah, she was looking good.
Yeah, the stomach like that.
It gave me real Claire Huxtable vibes.
Claire would wear stuff like that. I ain't know
that's that woman right there. But Claire Huxtable, boy, it don't get no better.
Claire, that was the first version of grown woman sex right there.
Right. Yeah, man, we're also gonna be talking about gender roles nowadays. Like, do we really need them anymore?
That's the question I got. I'm trying to figure it out. I need answers.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be a dope show today. So I guess Mike's still doing his little thing. Yeah. In the meantime, and in between time,
yeah, go ahead and do that.
Don't forget. I knew what I was doing, motherfucker. Don't forget to check out our Patreon. www.patreon.com/cultivatedignorance. All membership levels available to you. $5, $15, $25. We got exclusive things on there, such as community conversations. Mm-hmm. We're also going to be doing more reviews on there. We're going to be doing reviews on this last season of Insecure.
Bruh. I would love if we could take like 2 minutes for that later if we could. But I'm both sad and very much happy at the same time.
Yeah, so whenever that does come out, we'll be doing a review of it on our Patreon. We're also going to be doing a review of Nate Parker, Mike's favorite director, actor, human being, Nate Parker. His new movie, American Skin. So we're gonna be filming that. I'm gonna go to this cave by next week, huh?
Bro, so I'm gonna go into this cave and like hide out for like 4 or 5 years, and then I'm come back with a movie to get everybody back on my side.
Bro, the first movie wasn't bad at all. I liked the first movie.
I never actually watched it.
See, that's your problem now. You just was like, oh, Nate had this case back in the day. Cancel this nigga before he even started.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. No, it wasn't even that. It was the fact that it did not get super great reviews from people I trusted, and then the wokeness part of like, this nigga's probably a rapist, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna be safe and leave it alone. Like, I'm gonna save myself some time, and I'm gonna not support a possible rapist. I'm just gonna. What you want me to do, man?
But you still out there cheering Peyton Manning on when he was in a Broncos uniform when he put his dick all on that girl butt in the locker room.
Which isn't cool. Which isn't right.
Which isn't cool.
It's terrible. Which is awful.
When these football games go.
For the Super Bowl.
You so garbage.
I'm garbage for that. I'll take that. I'm garbage for that. I'll take that.
Oh man, Peyton's my favorite player all the time, and I'm not getting off the bandwagon. You call me garbage too. Yeah, man. So, inauguration was yesterday. In true Trump fashion, he was like, "Fuck this, I'm not going." That was the most Trump shit all time.
He said, "I'll be back." I don't know what that means. I don't know if
he was like, all these traditions of the former president going to the inauguration and the first lady walking the new first lady around. Fuck that, Melania. We going to Florida.
Right.
Love it. That's like sore loser 101.
So you proud of him for like keeping the same energy, basically.
Yeah.
Like not talking all this yin yang and everything about not going away, but like, all right, I lost, but like I'm not about to be up here all,
I'm not about to be congratulating the winner. You know what I mean?
I thought he was gonna be just go anyway and just be petty and just like, just not wear a mask or some shit. Like I thought he was gonna just do some shit like that. Come with like a MAGA hat on or some shit.
Oh yeah, man. So Biden apparently is doing hella work out here. Yeah. I feel like on the first day, like I'm not gonna say this is any different than anybody else. Like I feel like on the first day they all like do a whole bunch of executive orders, just like, all right, we're gonna reverse this last nigga shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Biden signed 17 executive orders in his first day.
Which is the most like any president has done on the first day.
Yeah. What was he rejoined the Paris Accord. He mandated masks in federal buildings, whole bunch of stuff.
Mandated masks. I'm kind of like with the whole like racial thing with challenge. Like I think he's demanding that like federal organization or not federal workspaces to create or to dismantle racial inequality, which I don't know what that actually means. Like to just say like, hey,
that's one of those things that they tell you they're gonna do.
Yeah,
This is one of those like bullet points. It's like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're not gonna say exactly how, but just know we're gonna get it done. Like
we're gonna get it done. We're gonna end racism in our workspace, Mr. Biden. And then like, but that and the stuff with the definitely trying to get a jump start on the getting the vaccine, want more widespread, and you already talked about the $1,400 checks, which I'm kind of mad. He originally said $2,000. I don't know what's going on with that.
No, it would be $1,400 because we've already received $600.
No, he originally said like $2,000 on top of the $600.
No, it was never. No, it was never that.
Oh, yeah, he did.
No, it was never that.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't, bro.
Bro, I can.
$2,000 total. Why would they give us $2,600?
What do you mean? People need more than that. That's too little. What do you mean?
Bro, we still working. It's too little for the other people.
We're still working, yeah, but like people, you a piece of shit. You a piece of trash. See, I told y'all. This is why we gonna get canceled.
But no, man, it was 2,000. To my knowledge, it was 2,000 total.
I remember him saying like 2,000 in addition to the 600.
No, that nigga ain't never say that shit. You believe it? That's your liberalism kicking in. You say, oh, these niggas just gonna give it all. Oh yeah, fuck the national debt. No liberal.
Y'all can somebody please fact check both of us, but I remember it being originally 2,000, which again is like not enough. Like people need reoccurring payments, in my opinion. Like honestly, like 2,000 is just not. People have been out, like millions of people have been out of jobs for over a year now. Well, not over a year, but almost a year now. And either way, yeah, that says 2,000 including the 600. I don't know. I have to look that up.
Yeah.
But anyway, what were your like general feelings like watching? Because you said you watched the whole inauguration.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Until what was her name? Klobuchar spoke again. I stopped watching after the girl did the poem. I think because then it was just Klobuchar and that one other nigga just rambling. The other white dude just rambling.
Wipe me down.
So
is that Thaddeus?
Yeah, bro. I was like, fuck it at that point. They ain't talking about nothing.
That's what I figured.
Then like the little CNN pundits came on and like we was watching in the office, and then they started shit talking to Republicans. We had to cut it off.
I was like, your job don't pay that shit.
He was like, oh, Biden's got to clean up the mess Trump made for the last 4 years. He was like, one of my coworkers like, I'll cut this shit off.
That's what to say. I was if anybody's workplace would cut that shit off, it's definitely yours. Like, what was the vibe in y'all's like area? Like,
bro, it was okay. So let me tell you, right? So everybody else it's like mostly Republican. except for a couple of us, right? So like everybody else, they were grown adults, but we got this one lady in the office, bro. She's like, stop the steal. Wisconsin, Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania were stolen. Like she was like she's what is it, the QAnons or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Bro, she's with all that shit. Like she watches Trump on her computer at work, like little conspiracy theories about, like Biden and all this other stuff. Bro, like she's the equivalent to that girl we talk about on Facebook, like just in the workplace.
No, is she one of the people that believes?
I don't want to mention her name, but
yeah, don't say her name because I don't get sued. But
we ain't give no publicity to her.
You're right.
But yeah, bro, she's crazy with it, and so like we had the shit on in the office, and most people were quiet. They weren't exactly happy, but they were just chill. And here she comes, coming out the damn office. She's stomping, feet down, heels clicking, like head down. I'm like, okay, get your ass out of here.
Throwing documents around and shit, doing unnecessary shuffling.
And then like she was in the back or whatever. And like as soon as they started the little oath, he was like, I, Joseph Robinette Biden. Like you can just the loudest disgust sound of all. But no, man, like I think like it was just, I think it's just like when niggas had to accept Trump. Like you gonna be upset, but nigga, get over it and hope for the best.
That's true. Although, dude, who's more devastated though? Like the stop the steal people with this, or like people like us with Trump?
I don't know. I don't know. I was I probably didn't fall into the category of people devastated. Like I was like, this nigga sucks.
Right.
He got elected, so what can I do? He's not my president. Nigga, yes he is.
But it was so funny when pundits would like make that point to do that, like on like the panel. Like you always knew it was coming.
Yeah.
When they started criticizing them, it would be like to the Republican pundit, they're like, then you're president. Da 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 da.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know. I think it's probably the QAnon, the stop the steal whites that are most upset, like over black people years ago, because they're like, we're not used to being treated like this. We're not used to getting our way.
What?
Black people are like, we fucked again.
More fucked this time.
Yeah.
I remember just being in pure disbelief though that Trump like won the election. I do remember that feeling, like watching the news that night and be like, this motherfucker really did this shit. Like I
wish like I was recording myself through it. Cause like I'm like, I'm not gonna say I necessarily like the bad guy, but like I definitely understand that like the bad guy has a chance. You know what I mean? So like in like superhero movies, like I want bad guys to win sometimes.
Yeah, in
like,
movies, yeah.
So as it was happening, I doubt I was very surprised. I was probably more so intrigued of like how this shit was gonna go down afterwards.
To the time it was a moment of research.
But just like bad guys in movies, I've only seen one bad guy win in a movie, and that was Thanos in the first Avengers. And in the next 4 years was damn near close to the end of that movie. It was just at points you just felt fucking helpless.
You just gonna skip over Ozymandias and his master plan?
You
just gonna skip over Ozymandias? Who was the best, greatest villain of all time?
Ozymandias? Who is that?
From Watchmen.
Oh, nigga, nobody knows that shit.
All the black people watched Watchmen this year or last year. Whatever,
nigga,
man.
I forgot all about that.
Golly, y'all niggas can't hold y'all attention for 2 seconds. Yeah, it was like I said, I watched bits and pieces. It was funny how many like the crazy shit that people was trending about. It is always funny to watch, these things happen in this social media age.
Yeah,
and because you already know what's gonna happen when something goofy happens, like Bernie Sanders out here becoming an international meme overnight.
Bro, let me tell you, bro. So for people that's probably like under, I don't know, a certain age, like they probably are going to more so remember the Bernie meme than anything else about yesterday. The Bernie meme is everywhere.
Bruh. I don't know what the best one is. I think the best one might be somebody put him as J. Cole in Forest Hills Drive on top of the house.
Bro, J. Cole did that shit.
J. Cole did.
J. Cole reposted that shit. Damn, bro. I ain't never seen a nigga more salty looking in my life.
Bro just looks like somebody put it perfectly. He looks like the nigga that like said he was gonna stop by, but like knew this wasn't his final stop. So he was like planning for it to start on time, and the niggas just started like 2 hours late. So he was upset. Like,
yeah, bro, got fucked, baby. We all know it.
Yeah, man.
So with that, like, were you like really moved by any particular thing from the inauguration ceremony besides Michelle and Barack?
You know? Oh Lord, yeah, we didn't even talk about Michelle's dress out here.
Yeah,
and Barack with the all black. I was had like real conflicted like thoughts. To be honest with you, like because the most popular, it seems like the most popular moment is the poet, Amanda, what's her name? Amanda Gorman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like she was the most, celebrated, and they had her do the poem about, reconciliation and unity and all these things like that. And I'm not gonna lie, like I think under the Biden administration things will get better, but I talk about revolution all the time, and I was just kind of thinking about like how they are definitely using this, young black poet to kind of continue the thought of, overcoming all these barriers, overcoming injustice, the uplifting the black community. But like at the same time, me, like knowing that, the way society is right now, if it still stays the way it is, like how much of that stuff is actually going to be done, 20, 40, 50 years from now? Like, it's a reason we've been having these same conversations for so long. It's because if the system is in place, you're going to still have these social inequalities in place. So it's like, I'm happy that things are going to get better. But at the same time, like I do hate that, black faces are still being used to like make Biden to be like the new savior of black people in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like mixed emotions about that.
I mean, I could understand the mixed emotions, but like I guess I don't know how, it was scheduled or how it was talked about, I don't know if this is already a poem she had done or if she wrote it specifically for the inauguration, but I think like obviously she's there to give hope, and I don't know if it's necessarily manipulative. But after Trump, like, don't you feel like you need that, that's something to try and give people hope on that specific day?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Just like we need, this administration to give immediate help to those suffering the most from the pandemic.
Correct. Like, and I think like the reason they chose maybe the black girl is because she is, I guess, probably stereotypically one of the people who, that image of her is probably like one of the people who are the most, held down by society, society's like, just current situation. And,
right.
The people who have been thought about the least, black women, who actually who Lord helped him win this election,
right.
So I think it's, while yes, it is a little, I guess, on the nose, trying to check all the boxes. I guess it could be seen as like an ode to the people who helped, as well.
Yeah. I think all these things are just well strategized. And
politics. I mean,
yeah. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
genuine. Like I guess.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, so I can have that conflict of, I'm happy that you are, acknowledging the fact that this is the most, marginalized people in this country,
mm-hmm.
and are, doing what you have to do to reach out to us. But if we're saying we want to truly liberate, black people, and this is something I go back and forth with, but like as far as true liberation, in terms of like overturning a system that is built on, oppressing marginalized people, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what the contradictions come into play. Like, of course, I'm still gonna be upset because like if the system's still in place, people can still be oppressed, but I can still be happy that you are acknowledging Black people, you are making an effort to better Black lives. But it feels like this is just like a glass ceiling. As long as the system is in place, there's always gonna be that glass ceiling there, and that's gonna upset people like myself and other people who truly know what this country was built on.
It's because you're a domestic terrorist.
I am, man. It is what it is.
Black domestic terrorist.
You are too. You with me?
This country can accept the white ones, but the Black ones are a no-go. I see where you're coming from. You're coming from this place where like the needle always moves in a way that we can never actually be fully caught up.
That's what I'm saying.
And once you let go of those terroristic thoughts, then you can see that what she did was beautiful. No, I get it though.
But I do want to be clear about this though. I don't put any of this onus on her for taking advantage of opportunity. Yeah. I'm not saying like she shouldn't have did it or something like that. And certainly not saying they should have got a white poet like that. That's what I'm never happy. They should have got a white poet. They're gonna get a white poet next time. I'm not saying that. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. Do you feel like the same sense of pride and joy in seeing like Kamala become the first female vice president, like when we did for my boy Barack?
Well, do you remember the moments of going ham for Barack being elected?
Bro,
both times.
White person couldn't tell me nothing. White nigga can't tell me shit.
I cannot stress enough. We had a whole Obama gas station in Columbia, South Carolina. People
had we still celebrating that nigga?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, like, it was created because of that. Like, if this happened anywhere else, please send us pictures, please.
Bro, I feel like we got the only Obama gas station in the country.
It was the blackest shit of all time. They painted it all red, white, and blue with the giant O on the top of it. But yeah, to answer your question, I feel about the same way I just described. Like, I am happy. I do think like Kamala wants to.
Don't disrespect her now.
You be the main one. Wants to right a lot of the wrongs of her past for sure. Like I definitely feel that in her. And,
wrongs of her past?
Well, like as a prosecutor, like, and I'm not saying this as outlandish as people make it out to be, but like, if you know your history on like prosecutors in general, and like their job is to get a prosecution, like it can be great, of course, but at the same time, like due to the system, it has, significantly punished Black people.
Yeah.
So I think she wants to, right those wrongs, and that does give me a hope. I definitely don't have the same feeling as we did with Obama, because I mean, come on, like we don't get educated now. Like we know, we literally just voted for Obama because he was Black. Like,
hey, let me tell you. Okay, so
let
me tell you, right? So I was thinking this whole time, and let me say this. Well, first off, I didn't care as much about Kamala becoming vice president as I did with Barack. It just didn't give me the same flavor. You know what I mean? I didn't feel as hopeful. She's not the actual president yet. All these things, So I didn't see it as that much of an achievement, that much to celebrate this time around. So with that being said, I didn't know like the process. Like I knew they were going to swear Kamala in first. And I was like, all right, Kamala, maybe we can time this to where you take the oath and Joe die all in the same breath.
Get a heart attack out of nowhere. He just
well, let me tell you, that would have been the shit right there, bro.
What if he was like about to he opens his mouth and he's like going to reach for the Bible, and like that same fly that was on Pence's head during the debate, like flies into his mouth,
down his throat.
Yeah, like shoots down his throat and like he chokes, falls down the steps and shit, like cracks his head open, like all kinds of crazy shit. And then it's like,
I'm okay with it. Hey man, can't bring everybody, man.
he ain't even start yet.
Can't bring everybody.
Golly, boy.
I mean, Kamala already sworn in as vice. You know, you might as well just go ahead and promote her. You know,
what if that was his whole plan? Like, what if he was just like actually, and it was
that would
like,
have been some bullshit, right? That would have been. I would have gave that nigga some credit. But I would have been, oh, these niggas jugged the system.
would have been that shit?
That would have made my fucking day.
That should have been gangster shit of all time. That would be radical Joe that y'all keep wanting to believe in.
Bro, and like I think you and Thad were talking about like you know, Joe not being radical or whatever. But like I think like people kind of accepted that when they voted for Joe Biden. Like you were going for winnability in Joe Biden. You weren't necessarily going for change. You know what I mean? So I think people who are expecting change, like real progressive change instead of small help for others, I think those people are disillusioned. Because I think you knew what you voted for in Joe Biden. Like Bernie Sanders, you were going for change. It was a risk, but you knew what you were getting.
No, I think people expected like progressive change. They didn't expect radical change. I think they did expect like progressive change though.
I don't know.
I don't think like what.
I think anything. I think anything that is truly progressive is a little radical. You know what I mean? Because if it's progressive, and you're really just undoing the thing that the last guy did.
Yeah.
But that's not radical. That's not real change. That's just going back and forth.
No, that is still change though. That's still like progression from regression. Like it's still a change. It may not be a significant change. I think that's still like progressive change.
I don't know. I don't think it's enough to make a difference. I'll say that.
That's what my feelings is coming in of like how much I think it will make a difference as far as like saving people's lives right now, for sure. But as far as the actual uplifting of Black people as a whole and people in general, working class people in general, I don't want to just make this Black. Yeah, that's why I'm right there with you in terms of like how much are our lives truly going to be uplifted to, you know, no longer being like he still won't even take a actual stance on the student loan thing, which though is radical. I feel like that's the first step as far as like actually lifting people out of poverty and debt. Like for you to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Like I'm gonna go ahead and fight for this anyway, even if I got to go through Congress, which I basically have on my side at this point. So, but I think it's still change. It's just how much.
Joe, you better make these niggas pay their money back, okay? Make these niggas pay it back. Every last motherfucking penny.
You just the cooniest. You can't even just
whatever. After everybody paid back, then we can start fresh. But I've been paying, so y'all niggas gonna pay.
We ain't gonna ever stop paying back.
Well, 2022 ain't no more loans being taken out. You gotta figure it the fuck out. And after that, then we gonna wipe it.
So everybody just gonna not be educated.
Hey, better do good in high school. They get you scholarships because we ain't giving no more money.
So we just gonna get minimum wage for everybody. That's what we doing.
Hey, y'all want to bring factory jobs back, ain't it? There you go. There you go.
Will does not love black. What did Kanye West say? Will hates Black people. He does not love y'all.
If I got to pay, them niggas got to pay.
We trying to cancel it for everyone? Well, not cancel all of them.
I'm more so on a side note. I'm more so for regulating school prices. I'm not for getting rid of student loans, all that other shit. You got to regulate the school prices. School is just too costly, unrealistically costly.
Yeah, I agree. But like, you got to also fix what's already been done, though.
Yeah, y'all niggas pay, and then we'll stop giving out student loans.
Oh my God, those niggas ain't never gonna be finished paying.
Well, they'll die eventually.
Oh my God! Did you have any notable things other than cooning it up for your boy Trump that you took
Bro,
away from the inauguration?
I just hope my boy lives his best life down in Florida. Hope he goes on a book tour, sells all the books he can get.
Book tour. That's you gonna hit you book money to pay for his damn civil lawsuits. That's for sure.
Bro, Trump gonna be in another country, dog.
You're probably right. I did predict that.
Trump don't care about these lawsuits and these charges up against him.
I did predict that. Like he ain't. I don't see him going to jail, but I see that motherfucker leaving, being like, all right, I'm out. Terrence said, I guess Mackenzie's not going to school then. So you want your daughter to be out here getting paid $11 an hour to just be a basket weaver.
I done told her and Taryn, you better do good in school.
Oh my God.
I ain't paying for this shit.
Terrence, this is how not to be a parent on Cultivate Ignorance. All right, are we ready to move on?
You're not a parent. You don't know nothing about this.
I got a whole goddaughter I'm trying to raise out here.
Okay, a whole goddaughter. Okay. Next.
You have any more thoughts on the inauguration?
Nah, man. Get Lady Gaga the fuck up out of there. Get
I didn't even watch her.
The fuck up out of there. They did decent.
I did see the Jennifer Lopez shit.
Yeah, they did decent, but I need to see Jamie Foxx and
Fox.
Yeah, I like Jamie Foxx's voice.
Of all the singers, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, and they got a certain smoothness about him, Jamie Foxx.
He's one of the most standard black voice up there, huh?
And let me get and let me get Jasmine Sullivan, and we good.
You just want standard black voices on the stage.
Oh, you think Jasmine Sullivan just standard?
I think she's talented. Somebody just asked me what I thought about Hotels, and I said, I love that she went outside of her comfort zone. I love that she did her thing, but like the album didn't feel all that dangerous to me. It didn't feel like all that unique to me, I should say. It felt unique for her. Like,
it didn't feel unique to you because you're not a fucking woman.
I'm not questioning that. Like, this woman was saying, like, woman was like,
trying to write women's stories.
No, man.
Trying to tell them what they need to be talking about.
Oh my gosh. I know, Taryn. I know. She said
Bet you're on Tory Lane's side too, aren't you?
Absolutely not. That's you. That was you bumping his new album on the way to the podcast and shit.
Hey.
See, he's trash, boy. He's trash.
Anyway, and I still listen to R. Kelly. Come at me, niggers.
You know you do. I'm starting cultivated the podcast by myself. You can have it. All right, man. So I had this random topic I wanted to talk about. In my undying need to like uncover all the stuff that we may actually be born to do versus like what's just societal constructs that we just start doing because we were just told it was the right thing to do. I've been questioning like the need for gender roles, man. Not just now, but like ever really. And I question if they're really necessary versus just fulfilling whatever role this fulfills your relationship. Like, do I need to have the label of the protector, the fixer, the provider, and do I need my woman to have the role of the cleaner and the nurturer and all these things like that versus us just fulfilling whatever roles that just work for us? Like, why do we still need them shits?
Oh, you asking me? Oh.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. I think it's all about what works for you in your relationship. That being said, I don't know, just inside of me, I feel like men need to be out there working. Like that stay-at-home dad thing? No, son. Like,
what do you mean? My baby out here working 6 figures, 7 figures.
Well, you need to be bringing home your little 30,000 and shutting up.
Nah, baby. I'm writing this book. I'm working on this book. I got a tour coming up. I got I'm taking care of the baby. The house is spotless. House is fucking spotless, son. Like the garden is popping.
You a simp, bro. You a simp. I can't.
Why not be a simp?
That's just for me, man. I can't do it. I don't find gender roles like taking out the garbage and she doing the cooking and the cleaning and you cutting the grass and shit. Like, I don't find that shit necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It's just whatever works for each individual and that couple as a whole. Because like me, I'm not cutting no fucking grass. I don't
What?
what's going on in the world. I ain't
Oh,
cutting
because
no
you.
grass. So like if there's something that you can't handle, you know what I mean? Even though it's considered like a gender role for men or whatever, you don't gotta do it, man. Fight for your rights.
But like, should we as a society just kind of like stop perpetuating them? Because I see all the time, like when people, especially people that are dating, like just expect these things to happen from other genders, and when they don't, they look at it as like, oh, it's not he ain't man enough for me,
I think like at
or
this point we have talked about it enough, and we understand that people don't communicate enough at the beginning of relationships to define like what people's limits are, what their quirks are, whatever. People just go into these relationships assuming, certain things such as gender roles or people expectations out of the relationship. Oh, well, I expect us to just be exclusive, or I expect you don't have sex with me. You know what I mean? These things aren't talked about enough. So yeah, we've said that stuff before, man. Like we know, like get your
we
shit
know,
out
but
on the
do the
table.
people know, man?
Huh?
So we know, we we woke, but do the people know though? Do we need to spread the gospel?
I feel like even as a people, like all these motherfuckers out here in the world know, hey, you should probably be talking to your partner about what you expect out of the other person before you start this thing.
I don't think they do. I don't think a lot of people.
Okay. So you don't think they know that, or you don't think they practice that? Because there's very different.
I don't think. I think. All right, here's what I think. I think a lot of people have not grown up in the healthiest of households due to a myriad of circumstances,
Yeah.
and because we've taken so much information from social media and we learn so much from social media as well as just media in general, TV shows, movies, all these things like that. We kind of built this false reality of how our life is supposed to play out. And because you never actually taught how you're supposed to kind of not negotiate, but find out that partner that's actually with you on that same level, we take all that information and then bring it with us when we meet somebody. And when you already have all these emotions and your head's all over the place from being quote unquote in love and infatuated with somebody, like you just completely skip that step in general. And so I don't think people really know to practice that.
You think this is caused by social media?
Not social media alone, no. I'm saying media in general, as well as just like I said, that growing up in the household that really takes the time to teach you these things.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get like your information you get your education from the wrong places. Like you get your education from a place of fiction, and you kind of just bring that ideology into your relationships, and you just kind of come with all these assumptions.
Well, I agree. I also think that people know that they need to put their shit out, at the beginning of a relationship. You know what I mean? Like people know they should say shit from Jump Street, but they don't because they're worried about being rejected. Like being rejected is the most common reason people get into shit without like being their truest self. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people know their own quirks. Like a lot of people know themselves enough to know that, hey, like I don't I don't know. I eat out all the time or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't cook. Like how does this affect me in the long run? Oh well, I'm going to expect my partner to take me out to eat all the time. You know what I mean? And you might, I mean, like that's not the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? Or like I'm just a dirty person. How about that? That's probably easiest. So you don't tell your partner that you're just a dirty person. You see them every once in a while, or you see them once a week, and you give the presentation of cleanliness. You know what I mean? While, you ain't showered in 4 days and you got a pile of laundry up to the ceiling.
4 days.
You know what I mean? Just shit like that.
So
I don't think people are very truthful about who they really are just because of thoughts of rejection. People know what their things are. It's just they don't say them out at the very beginning of relationships for fear of rejection.
I think that is definitely true to an extent, but I do think there's a lot of people who don't really know how they want to be loved. I think they have internalized how society says they should be loved, and they think that automatically applies to them. But I don't think a lot of people actually know like their love languages, for example, if you even believe in that stuff like that. Like, I don't think, because I think a lot of people don't really have a sense of identity. We talked about this before too. Like, I don't think a lot of people actually know what they like. They just kind of know what society says they should like, and they go into that too. So I don't know the percentages of both those things.
Yeah.
But I think that definitely plays a role too. And so when you add gender roles on top of that, which is added, burden of something that you might even not even feel like you can have the ability to do or sustain. We put that burden on each other on top of that, which I feel like I said, at the end of the day, doesn't really benefit anybody. I feel like it just complicates things unnecessarily. I feel like.
I don't know. I mean, I feel you. I can't argue against it, but I know I ain't staying at home. I don't know, man. So like, I don't know. So would you be willing to work from home? Like, would you be willing to stay at home, be a stay-at-home dad?
I would prefer not to, because for me, I need to leave the house to go to work. Like, working remotely right now is fine because it's like bi-weekly. But like, for me to say like I gotta stay home all the time and work, that's not healthy for me. But if things worked out perfectly, like if I had, if Oprah finally answered my phone call and was like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a shot. Like, I done dumped Stedman. I read your poetry. Like, I'm gonna try you out. Like, if it was working for us, I can't sit here and say like I just wouldn't do it. Like, but I would prefer not to. But I can't say like I just had enforced on me, and you can answer if you had this too. Like, a lot of gender roles expected out of me off top, to where when I didn't fulfill them, and I made it known that I don't plan to fulfill them, like the other person not only made it seem like I was like less of a man, but like it was telling of my love towards her. Like, because I wouldn't do these things, that means I didn't love her the way I needed.
So what things are we talking about if it's not too personal?
I think me and you talked about this in private before. Spending money, just randomly spending money on her, just because. It was a time where we had went out, and she had wanted to stop for a smoothie or whatever, and I said, the smoothie was not part of the plan. We were just out spending the day out, whatever like that, and like we drove past a smoothie place, and she was like, "Oh, I want a smoothie." So I was like, "All right, cool." We just dating or whatever, wasn't serious, but we go to the smoothie place, and she orders a smoothie. And because I didn't want a smoothie, and I had no plans to stop and buy the smoothie place, I assumed she was gonna pay for her own smoothie. But like, she went up to the counter and ordered a smoothie, and then looked at me, and I was like, "What's the problem?" And she's like, "Oh, you're not gonna pay for it?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "Oh,
night, Mike's dick was dry."
I mean, we made up before that, you know what I'm saying? I got my dick wet, but like she was like, so if I remember correctly, I feel like she asked like, "Oh, you don't, you must be trying to, budget or something like that." And I was like, "No, I'm good." Like,
you must be a broke nigga.
I was like, "No, I'm straight." She was like genuinely devastated, and like couldn't understand why I didn't want to pay for it. I was like, I just don't want to. Like, is that not my decision? Like, this wasn't my plan. And like, she felt like it was telling of my affection towards her. And so it's like stuff like that. Like,
I'm sorry that you must be trying to budget shit. Bro, that's so insulting. Like, look, so insulting. Like, oh, nigga, you must be down bad. Like,
you can't afford this random $8 smoothie. Like, yeah, but like, I don't know if you can attest to anything. Well, I know you said like with you and Taryn, like you just pay for like when y'all go out to eat because that's just what you do or whatever.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 I'm paying unless we're like splitting the kid or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is, I don't mind. I feel like if I got it, sure.
Yeah. But like, would you see your like? Are you? Well, I feel like we both comfortable like a girlfriend or wife making more money than us, right?
Oh yeah, get that money.
Like,
I never get that episode of Martin when Gina started making more money than him. This nigga was devastated. Devastated.
Bro. Oh my God. Terrence said, was yours is was yours is hers. That's what she said.
That's wrong. That's where you went wrong.
Is there any other like gender role that you feel like you need to embody, like as a man, like that just wouldn't?
No, man. Like I feel like working with my hands is something like I feel like I need to embody. You know what I mean? And it's going all right. I things, I break things. But nothing major. And I think that's part of like just that that male need to just be able to do things with your hands, save your family money, and just do kind of grunt work that you feel like men should be able to do. You know what I mean?
See, and wouldn't that all just come automatically though? Like I don't want to provide for your family. Like why would we tell her that to being a man? That's what I don't understand.
Hey, look, man, I don't make the rules, okay?
But that's the thing. The rules are made up. That's what I'm saying. Like this shit is all made up.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them, okay?
I'm just a sheep.
I don't know who told me to be like this, but I am. Nah. I don't know, man. But I actually enjoy working with my hands now.
I know what I meant to ask real quick. I didn't write this in the notes, but do you think we can truly have a socially equal and equitable society as far as genders are concerned if we still practicing these gender like inequities in the household?
I don't know. I don't know, because at the same time, like I don't think that like it's not equal. You know what I mean? Like some jobs are tough for men, some jobs are tough for women. Just because they're, I guess, different for others, that doesn't mean it's not equal. If you get what I'm saying, like I feel like there's just an equal job to every other job. If you get what I'm saying, if that's how you mean in equitable, I think you said.
Equitable means like you're balancing the playing field, but you're still tending to people based off of their personal needs. And like equal is like you just making the playing field equal for everybody.
Well, yeah, I get equal.
But like, no, I'm saying like, can we have that imbalance of either one of those things domestically if we don't, if we want to see the society as a whole, actually create true equality for everybody eventually.
People don't really want true equality.
You think people just?
Real. I think people don't want true equality. People just keep wanting to get ahead.
I think people.
So let's stop this. No, let's stop it.
I think there's two people that do want true equality. That definitely is. I think there's more of those people than people who just want the power that oppresses them. I think so. It's hard. Don't look at social media for evidence because you're not gonna find it there. But like, I think so. I don't think people are out here just making wildfires for no reason. I think people do, like women do face a certain type of oppression and violence really on a regular basis that I think they want to go away genuinely.
Oh yeah. Who doesn't want that to go away? Like
I'm saying I think that's due to the shut your ass up, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, no, I wasn't being funny. Like, who the fuck doesn't want that?
That's what I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I think those are the people. That's why I think the most of this fight is people who actually want equality. But you hate women, so I don't know why I'm having.
I don't hate women at all. I love women.
No. Only as long as they serve you and your male oppressive needs.
You gotta make me out to be the bad guy every time.
You make yourself out to be that.
No, I don't. I speak truth. I don't speak in this utopian flow you have.
Utopian Flow. Ooh, that's my new stage name. Utopian Flow.
Utopian flow.
That's it. I'm writing it down.
Nah, bro. I just have a certain belief that not everybody is as real as they claim to be. Not everybody really wants equality. I think a lot of people just want to come up.
No, that's true. Yeah,
You know.
that's true.
So sorry if I have a little bit of a pessimistic view about certain things.
It is very disappointing when people hijack like legitimate movements to do that, though. Like,
Yeah.
like, nah, I just want to step on other niggas and get to where they at.
Like I'm just trying to get ahead. You know, I'm a ride this equality wave until I can jump off ahead of these niggas.
Bye, niggas. Y'all see you at the bottom.
I'm gonna stay on this long enough until I can get a book deal. And
just ride off of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride off into the sunset on that shit.
I'll live off the royalties for the rest of my life. So with society, it seems like society just basically at this point is getting rid of a lot of this stuff, the gender role stuff, and gender itself is becoming more and more like fluid and dynamic. So people just like, we as a whole just start embracing it at this point instead of trying to fight it. I see people still trying to like just fight it off and like still bringing up tradition and stuff, still trying to stick to old ways. Like, should we just get to the point we just like, all right, let's just try this now. We're gonna do it the other way. Let's just do it.
As far as what gender roles, like man saying
Gender roles in this particular conversation, yeah.
I mean, it's based off of like whatever you can handle and whatever relationship dynamics y'all want to go with. Like, I don't think it's fair of us as a society to say, okay, let's just get rid of gender roles altogether. Like, because each person individually should be getting rid of gender roles. Like, it shouldn't be like this overall plan that says let's get rid of gender roles, because everybody, like, that takes the like autonomy away from certain people. You know what I mean? Like, certain people like gender roles because it's based on, you know, things they've grown up with their parents, and, you know, maybe it's religious, whatever. You know what I mean? So if we try and just kill gender roles in society, I think, first off, why would you care enough to say let's get rid of gender roles? You
I
know,
can answer that.
Like, just let people live their life.
Well, see, I would say somebody like me would want to kill it society-wise because I feel like they're more constraining and toxic than anything. I feel like, and I feel like perpetuating the removal of it for everybody helps everybody, in my opinion. That's one reason I would push it out to everybody like that. And if like, it's one thing if you believe something just worked for you because you've been doing it your whole life, but it's another thing if you've been doing something your whole life and then you learn the origins of it, and then you decide whether or not it still works for you. So that's why I would just like push it as a more of an agenda to be like, what if you had life without this? Like, what it would look like?
But everybody should go on that journey, right? Everybody should go on that journey of, okay, you know, I've been doing this since I was young, whatever. Let me find out if I actually like doing this. Like, you should go on that journey for each of these, you know, separate things in this situation, gender roles.
You should, but you have to be given the information to know that you can go on that journey in the first place.
You should be able to understand that you like or don't like something, and then you figure out. Because
it's not a matter of you. Let me just clarify it. It's not a matter if you like it or don't like it. It's a matter of you just been doing something your whole life, and you just think this is just the way it is. And so, if someone never shows you, like, actually, it can be this too, you wouldn't think to question that. You know what I'm
saying? I guess I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, like, I feel like everybody has that moment of, I guess, discovery of, I don't like this, whether it's whatever it is, like a girl who has a child, you know, a woman who has a child. She feels like she's supposed to care and nurture for that child. And she's like, wouldn't you know that you don't like this and maybe that this isn't for you?
You would feel that way. But if society is telling you like this is your responsibility because of who you are.
Well, it's in that situation, it's your responsibility because that's your fucking kid.
Well, yeah, in that situation, but I'm talking about as far as like a gender role. If society is telling, like, you might feel like I might be a man who's like not as physically strong as the woman in my relationship, and so society would tell me like as a general like men always being stronger. I'm less of a man because I'm not as strong as my girlfriend or whatever. And so if I'm not taught, like if somebody just bring them information to me, like, hey, you don't have to be as strong as a woman to be considered still a man. Like I would just walk around feeling shitty about myself as being less of a man.
Then you go get in the gym.
But see,
bigger than your girl.
Why is that even a thing though? Like, why you have to do? So you can go and then you challenge your girl to a boxing match,
and then you take your dominance back. You take your rightful position as the strong one in the relationship.
You earn your. You fight for the throne, like
yeah, you fight for the throne. Whoever chokes the other one to sleep first, without killing them, wins.
Look, I'm gonna tell you now. If your girlfriend is Amanda Nunes, you
oh yeah, you about to get done up.
You get pieced up. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. I think you have to put the information out there because a lot of people just don't know. Because again, this has all been well planned.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel real bad if my girl got to open up a pickle jar for me or some shit like that. Like, hey, like if okay, so no lie. This happened with me and Taryn once. Now, she called me over there, or she told me to open up the pickle jar first, and I loosened it up. So let it be known.
That's what you tell yourself.
Let it be known that she opened the pickle jar after the fact. I loosened it up.
How you know you loosened it up though?
Because I felt it in my bones.
So if you loosened it up, why you didn't just go ahead and open it?
Because I had a phone call. So anyways, I was on the jar. I was like, pow, pow.
And I tried the bottom of this shit.
Hey, that's what you got to do.
Look, you got a rag or something, didn't you? Didn't you put a rag on top of the lid or something?
Yeah, sometimes you got to. And so I ain't gonna lie, I felt a little bad. I felt a little shame. Like, what am I doing as a man?
Yeah, veins and shit popping out the side of your neck.
Bro, you know, just get to popping too.
Fucking start sweating.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. See,
that was one time I felt emasculated.
Look, man, you weaker than Taryn. That's fine. We all know it. It's cool. We accept you and love you.
You about to take steroids.
Y'all let us know what y'all think. Y'all had some good comments in the comment section. I'm gonna go back and read them after this live. Thank y'all so much for chiming in. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm just trying to question everything we're doing, and is it really even necessary?
Why do you have to be so progressive? That's the real question.
Bro, because I'm trying to be free out here.
Fall in line. Fall in line. Work for the man. Don't come up. Don't have anything to pass on to your children.
Right. just go into the ground and
don't have life insurance. Make them figure out a way to have a funeral for you.
Damn.
All these regular black things that people deal with, just fall in line, bro.
See, I don't have life insurance. I die before y'all, which I already said I'm going to do. Like, y'all not about to just throw my body on the side of I-20 and be like, all right, well, Mike gone. We gonna move on. Like, I need a full all out extravaganza for my funeral service, and y'all need y'all to pay for that shit.
Okay, bro.
He don't want to send Mackenzie to college, Sharon. He told you he ain't paying for it.
What I actually said was I'm not paying for medicine school.
So you don't want your daughter to be a doctor when the true apocalypse.
I want her to be a doctor. I ain't gonna pay for it.
You trash, bro.
You think I'm going all that debt just so she can live a good life? You must be crazy.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I expect you to make sacrifices for your daughter.
Shit, not them kind of sacrifices.
You super trash. You super trash, man. You want to get into your thirst of the week?
Yeah, man. My thirst of the week on this beautiful second day of Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.'s presidency will be the lovely Miss Amanda Gorman. She was the beautiful young lady who recited a poem at the inauguration. Waiting for a visual.
That ain't comment. That we need the visuals. He over here commenting the clown face for your ass. Oh shit.
Yeah, man, she's a poet, writer, dreamer. As described on her Instagram.
The clown face for your.
Hey, there we go. So yeah, she did a dope poem, like Mike said when he hated on it, about unity and she's diversity. Poet, writer, dreamer.
Got feedback.
Why that sound coming through? Hey, there we go.
You might have to kill
She did a dope poem, like Mike said.
Kill the screen share.
About unity. She has a website called theamandagorman.com. She has things for sale. You can catch her on Instagram at Amanda SC Gorman. She's based out of LA. She's got some books. She's only 22 actually. So that was really dope. She's theamandagorman.com. I think they said she's the youngest person to ever do it. Recite a poem at the you can catch her on Instagram at Amanda inauguration. Gorman. She's based out of LA. So yeah, man, check her out. Really dope. She's only and she went from 32,000 subscribers yesterday to 2.7 million.
I did hear that.
Which is fucking bananas.
I did hear that. All kind of DMs. I hope she ain't got all kind of DPs in her DM or nothing like that. I guarantee like 250,000 of those DMs are just random, just probably some Hotep poets that just want to smash. And
saw your performance on that white man stage, Queen. Break the chains.
Yeah. Terrence said she did do that damn thing on that poem. Like I would tell you, I would be shitting my pants if I saw them people out there that had to perform this damn poem.
Oh yeah, straight up.
Like, and she only 22 years old.
Yeah,
she got the nerves of steel out there. Right. She did her thing. Super dope. Yeah. Any more thoughts? Any final thoughts on why you hate black people or anything like that?
You niggas just can't get it together. We let y'all get back in there with this Democratic president. Now y'all want to change the whole game.
Man said we let y'all get
back in the roles.
You straight up looking like Steven right now. Chango.
No, man. I'm actually happy Joe Biden's in there. I don't expect much to change because why would it? Just gonna be more of the same, but at least we ain't got 45 up in there no more.
Thank God. But can you imagine, like, what if this man got reelected? Like, can you just actually imagine?
Yeah. It would have been lit. We would have
been on fire. Yeah, you're right. It would have been literally on fire.
Bro, okay, so yeah, after all that shit, like after the whole election, like all the stuff that happened after the election, if Trump somehow got back in there, bro, it would have been hell on earth around here. But if it was before the election, if he just won, bro, black people would have been so ready to get out and do some shit.
Right.
Like, oh shit, we can't let this shit happen no more. We let this nigga get up in here twice.
Bro, that would have been a revolution. Actually, let's go back. They did still a vote. Let's go back.
I was saying this. This was my theory. And all y'all niggas voted Biden, myself included, because we was too scared to be fully woke. We was too scared to take the blue pill or the red pill.
If you ain't Renee, we would have been right there with you. You went back.
Whatever, nigga.
You went back. We waiting on you to lead the way. You supposed to be our Nat Turner and lead the way to the revolution.
You mean Nate Parker?
Nat Turner is who I said.
All right, so we're gonna review Nat Turner and American Skin. No.
Oh yeah, we are gonna review American Skin next week. If y'all don't know, I believe the general synopsis of the movie is a black father, his son gets like some type of police brutality incident happens to him.
Yeah.
And he starts to take revenge by I guess he releases a bunch of prisoners.
I don't know. He just starts to take revenge. That's what we're gonna say.
Okay, all right, let's do that. But it's supposed to be a super black ass revenge against police officers. So yeah, tune in for that. Patreon.com/cultivated-ignorance. Check us out. Only $5 a month gets you all the access to our twerk videos and our busted challenges on Patreon. I assure you it is not worth the money, but please subscribe anyway. and yeah, man, check us out there, yo. But in the meantime, thank y'all so much for tuning in for another show. We enjoyed y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed us. We'll see y'all 2 weeks from now. And we love y'all. I love y'all. Will doesn't love y'all. I love y'all.
Love y'all too.
He doesn't.
Ooh, it's coming back, Mike.
Oh, no. No.
I forgot all about it. When did I stop doing that?
I don't know, but I was enjoying every minute of it.
We'll see you later next week on Cultivated Ignorance. Can't do the dreads, man.